Hello, mortals. How are you doing today? So today, start off this whole week. I'm on vacation, so I'm hoping to get a second recording done later in the week. I planned on recording yesterday, but I ended up talking to my friend instead, just because I really wanted to. Because why not enjoy the company of friends when you can? But today, I don't have a to-do list on the screen, and that's because I plan on just rambling about romance shows today. Because I've been in a romance binge. This last week, I've watched two romance animes, and I'm rewatching Mystreet as well, if you know what Mystreet is. And basically, I just went, you know what? Yeah, talking about romance could be pretty fun, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about romances as a whole. I guess start off, I'm gonna talk about the three shows I've been watching, starting with the first one that I've been watching, Mystreet. Mystreet, I love Mystreet so much. It's by a YouTube creator, Afmao, and it's basically just like a show made using Minecraft as its art style and whatnot. And it's so cute. And honestly, I am going to be spoiling quite a lot of all three of these shows. So if you figure out, or you get to a show that you feel like watching, or don't want to be spoiled on it too much, I recommend stopping and you go binge that. Probably not Mystreet, because the total videos for Mystreet is over 300 goddamn episodes. Because it has 6 seasons and 4 pre-seasons, as well as extra little things in the middle of each season. So there's a lot to watch of Mystreet. But also, it's so hard for me to recommend Mystreet because the very early on episodes, rather than being an actual show, were recorded more so. Recorded more so with a let's play feel to it, which the creator Jessica was doing something before Mystreet, which I don't remember what the heck it's called. It's like not Phoenix Drop. I don't remember. I'll remember later. But basically, she was doing a thing which was actually kind of a storytelling let's play thing that was going on. And when she got the idea for Mystreet, she basically carried that over to Mystreet until both series ended up going to a more standard show dynamic instead of a let's play, which definitely for the better. I mean, the let's play was fine for what it was at the time, but seeing it develop into an actual show was I could not have been happier, honestly. And Mystreet, it has so many good romances. Like, obviously there's some, like, corny stuff and, like, some cliche, tropes and whatnot. But, like, it's romance. You're gonna have those anyways. And basically, the main character and her future partner, have a long history of, like, just shit life. So even though they both acknowledge that they really love each other, they don't actually get together until they're basically almost 30, I believe, is when the first season ended. I think they're not 30 yet. They might be 30 at the time, but I don't think they are. And yeah, so they knew each other since high school. Oh my fucking god. Sorry, my mom just texted me. But yeah, despite knowing each other since high school, they did not get together until over a decade later because life just happens. Like, it just doesn't line up sometimes, and the only reason they ended up getting together is because they really tried to make it work, and they took their time to where things were not as crazy in their lives, where they could actually enjoy each other's company. Honestly, if you can get past the original season's stuff, I would highly recommend Mystreet. Because while the Let's Play part is really, really slow and honestly a little bit painful, not because it's bad, but just because it's so clear that it's not an actual Let's Play. That's the thing. Like, if it was actually like some kind of Let's Play, obviously it wouldn't be bad. Jessica's a great voice actress, but it's so clearly just wanting to be a show. And I'm so glad that they eventually dropped that for actually having a show. And honestly, I have to say, I just got done with season 3, which is my least favorite because it has the whole fake cheater plot line where the main character Aphmau is she might be cheating with her best friend. It doesn't actually happen, but it has a more believable reasoning for why Aphmau and her now significant other boyfriend Aaron don't talk to each other, which is Aaron's mom gets in the way and makes it so that they think the other doesn't care about them to reach out and communicate. I still just hate that plotline in general, but at least it wasn't too bad in Mystreet. But it still makes season 3 my least favorite out of the 6 seasons. 6 seasons. Ooh, we're gonna get 7th season next year too. I'm so excited. Yeah, and then dude, Mystreet, not only is it a great romance show, Mystreet has literally saved my life when I finally started watching it, because I watched the prequel series, Phoenix Drop High, when I was very, very young. Oh no, it's called Rise of Phoenix Drop. That was the original show that she was Let's Playing. I remembered. Okay. Yeah, I got it. The other one is Falcon Claw. That's why I was getting it mixed up. It's Falcon Claw and Phoenix Drop. Right. Anyways, yes, Mystreet saved my life because the prequel of Phoenix Drop High came out when I was in an extremely low point of my life where I truly didn't think there was a point in, like, putting an effort to anything. I was literally just going day by day, not even doing any basic grooming for the most part, honestly. But just one line specifically of because I'm a beautiful potato, or I'm a stupid potato, sorry. Just watching that episode for some reason, like, click something in my soul that just made me start slowly putting in more effort into everything, to eventually the point where I'm now not only trying to be a voice actor but a content creator too. I still want to be an artist as well, but that's a little bit on the back burner, and even more so on the back burner is game development. One thing at a time until I get more free time. That's just how that goes. Also, I don't know if it'll be picked up at all, but I do have my fan going on full blast because it is going to be hot today. It's already getting hot when I'm recording this at almost 11 o'clock in the morning, because I did not record last night, as I said, so I'm recording now. I could do it later tonight, but I prefer not to. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Yes, Mystreet. fucking love it. And the only reason I even ended up watching it was because I accidentally started seeing the writer Jessica's Let's Plays with her husband of like snip clips or paper shapes or whatever the hell that little co-op game is called. I ended up starting to watch that, and eventually I got a music video for season 4. I Want to Be With You, and that made me just go, I need to figure out what this is from. Eventually I figured it out. It took me a while because the start of season 1, as I said, is more of like a let's play. Actually, just all of season 1 is just a let's play. But then it very clearly shifts from season 2 to season 3 to eventually season 4, which made me watch the series in general. And oh fuck, dude, fuck. Mystreet honestly has one of the worst kinds of mind control I can think of. I mean, obviously, it's not unique because there's only so many ways you can do mind control, but it's specifically that you are fully conscious without being able to disobey anything that's happening in the mind control. So, in other words, you're fully aware of everything that's happening around you, and you know what you're doing and what you're saying. And that is a horrifying concept for mind control. And to have that be put on the main character, Aphmau, and have her ordered to kill her boyfriend, Aaron, is heart-wrenching when you consider she knows what's happening and there's nothing she can do about it, dude. Oh, and while I originally got into Mystreet because of season 4, it got me locked down with everything else that's happening in it. It has great friendships. It has a really lovely slice of life story. It somehow translates to like a more action story as well, very well. It's I love Mystreet. I love Mystreet so much, dude. And it even has like 2 of my favorite concepts. Granted, one of them is a lot lighter than the other. The first one being a cursed fate, which is just the boyfriend has a curse that's placed upon his family, and he's the last. Obviously, as he's the last member of the bloodline, he has the curse because that's how curses work. And that translates into the second thing, which is racism, because this world has 3 primary races. I don't think there are others in Mystreet. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just 3, which is humans, Mifwa, which is cat people, and werewolves, which are dog people. Wolf dog people. And while with Mifwas and werewolves, they do kind of sort of do dog and cat stereotypes every once in a while. They do try to emphasize the point that Mifwas are not cats and werewolves are not dogs or wolves. And it's very, very fun and interesting because, as far as I know, Mifwa don't have any magical abilities like werewolves. I think they literally are just people with cat ears and tails instead of normal human ears. But they have way more dexterity, and their nails naturally turn into claws, I think. I don't think there's anything magical about Mifwa. However, werewolves, because they're werewolves, they still have the magical ability to transform and hide their ears and tails. And it's I want to talk so much about Mystreet, but I also it's so hard to talk about, not because it's bad, not because it's hard, not because I don't like a lot of the concepts or anything. It's just because I want to encourage people to watch it, but I know they won't get past season 1, and that's frustrating. Because I love the world of Mystreet. It's such a good world, dude. Jessica spent so much time thinking about all the concepts and everything. She did such a great job with Mystreet. It's the reason it's my favorite show. Yeah, so it's not just a tangent of Mystreet. Let me go ahead and move on to the second romance show that I recently binged, which is, what's it called? Chill Life in Another World with Broken Level 2 Power, I believe it's called. So this one is another one of those isekai animes. Hold on. So it's an isekai anime, but it's not from our world into a fantasy world. It's one fantasy world where racism is extremely prevalent to a different fantasy world where there's only one racism towards one race. So the main character basically comes from a world where demi-humans, orcs, pigmen, lizard folk, all those things are considered less than the normal humans. I say normal humans. When they're considered less than humans. So that's where the racism from his world is, and he despises that as a whole. So when he comes to the new world and there isn't racism against demi-humans, he's like, oh wow, this world's like really progressive. I really like this world. And he's like, wow, there's so much more progressive here. And then he finds out what's happening with humans and demons. There's a fucking race war going on that's been going on for so goddamn long that no one on either side is alive from when it began. It's like generations. I think it's lasted like 1,000-ish years or something like that. And basically, it after like figuring out, oh shit, I'm an actual broken to God character. Rather than choosing a side, he believes that he should be as neutral as possible. And just honestly wants to live a chill life because he was immersed in his original world. So he basically just tries to do the same thing. He just chills out with his godlike fucking power and just like, you people try to work this out with as little bloodshed as possible. It's kind of fucked up. Y'all need to chill the fuck out. Leave me and my wife alone. That's all I ask. People fuck around and find out, but that's what he wants. Speaking of, I say wife because it doesn't do that if they won't they bullshit. It has actual fucking true, like, lovey-dovey romance, and I love it. The main character and his wife are so cute. And basically his wife ends up being the first demon he sees, which lures him into the forest that he was sent to die, that he accidentally purified of all evil entities, because he didn't realize what the hell was happening. He was told he was an extremely weak human. And basically he forces her to submit because he doesn't want to kill her, but he also has this special spell called mind controller subjugation, or whatever the hell it is. And the little AI voice thing that's suggesting spells is like, hey, you should use this. And he's like, fuck no, I refuse to use any kind of fucking slavery. And his power combined with his kind heart basically makes his future wife just go, holy fuck, this is the greatest man I have ever seen in my entire life. I am wholly smitten with this guy. God damn. Because the way her demon species works is obviously power rules above all. He's powerful as fuck, but also, once again, he has a really, really kind heart. And it creates a really nice dynamic of her just fully embracing him as her lover. Well, for the first, like, 5-ish episodes, he shows that he cares for her, but he's, like, hesitant to fully embrace it until one day he realizes, no, I do love her. This is my wife. And it's so goddamn fucking cute, dude. Oh, I love their dynamic so much. It's so fucking cute. I love it. And for those who are worried about it, yes, there is a little bit of fan service. It isn't overbearing, and there isn't too much of it. However, I do have to emphasize, in like the second to last episode, there is a very poor joke about potential rape. So there is that. It lasts less than 30 seconds, but it is there, and it doesn't go anywhere. It does not go anywhere. And due to the other party not consenting, it immediately ends, basically. But it is still there. It is still a rape joke. Should I be saying rape or should I be saying essay joke? I'm still just going to say rape. I'm at 20 minutes in at this point. Let's put trigger warning. Essay, I guess, before I start talking about this. I hope that'll suffice. I don't know. If that fucked you up, I am so sorry. I didn't think about it until after I was done. That is definitely a trigger that should be put in there, I feel. Which, once again, it's only at the last, episode 11 or something like that. And it's less than 30 seconds. And it does not go anywhere at all. But it is still a rape joke. I thought it wasn't too bad, but I do know that it's a big, heavy no for a lot of people on that part. So if that makes you not want to watch the series, honestly, fair enough, but I still wish you would give it a try. Because it's so fucking cute! Ah! Also, it's not the main character that does it. It's a genie that doesn't understand mortals. Might not help, but it gives you more context without giving away everything. And I know I said I was going to be spoiling the hell out of these, and I'm still avoiding a lot of information because I want people to watch these. I do. They really, they're so cute. Mystreet, Chill Life, and fucking Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King. Ah, they're all so cute. I love them. But yeah, Chill Life. Outside of its name, I love it so much. It's such a good thing. And the supporting cast members of the 4 girls that are living with the main character and his wife, they're so adorable. Because they're wannabe, warrior heroes. They all suck at it. And through training with the main character... Also, I'm not using anyone's names because I'm really bad at name. The only person's name I remember was the wannabe fighter of the 4 ladies, and that's because her name is Blossom, and for some reason that just stuck with me, a black woman being called Blossom. I don't know, it just did. But yeah, the 4 girls originally tried to train under the main character. Is his name Fleo or something? I think the main character's Fleo, but I don't want to say the wrong name this whole time, so I'm just going to keep calling him the MC, the main character. Basically, they train under him, and through training under him, they all realize their talents are better suited somewhere else other than combat. Outside of the quote-unquote leader of the 4 girls, who is Bellalice or something like that. She's like a noble knight lady, and yeah, she's adorable, dude. She's actually adorable. She's not the annoying kind of noble. She's like someone who happens to be a noble, knows that she's a noble and she's supposed to carry herself a certain way, doesn't do that so well because she's a little dork. She's a little dork. I love her. She's my favorite out of the 4, honestly. I adore her. But yeah, those 4 characters, so cute. And the quote unquote what would be the big bad evil guy is a true fucking gem. He is an absolute bro, and I love him. Also, he's in love with the quote unquote leader of the 4 girls, and seeing that go, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the way romance and love is handled in Chill Life. It's absolutely astonishing. Also, I need to take a solid minute of just not talking and drinking some water and wine because my throat is starting to feel it, so I need to pull off a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. I'm good. But I think that's enough talk about Chill Life. Once again, I knew I said I was going to be spoiling a lot of stuff. I just can't, because once again, I want people to watch these. I really do. And honestly, I might just end up putting the 3 titles of the animes in... Yeah, no. I'm going to be titling this video Romance, and I'm going to put the 3 shows that I've been watching in the description at the top, because I want people to watch these. Please watch these shows. If you like romance of any kind, please watch these shows, please. But with that, let's move on to the 3rd one that I just finished watching. Actually, before that, Chill Life confirmed to get a second anime, but the second season, but the first one is only 12 episodes. Meanwhile, Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King is a 24 episode 1 season anime, which may or may not be getting a second season. There's apparently more volumes to go off of from the manga, but apparently its ratings weren't that high, so it might not be getting a second season, which, please, if there's a god, I know it's not, if there's a god, please let me get a second season. Sacrificial Princess and Beast King it's so good. And once again, it deals with that concept I love so well, racism. And obviously, you can't have just normal racism. You have to have one of the species eating the other, aka the Beastmen eating humans. But, humans are also dicks because, they're getting eaten, so they put the Beastmen, especially kids, as trophies. Ironically, Beastmen, who they do like eating people, they specifically like eating women, and specifically little girls. Yeah. They really make it so they really want to hammer that point. These two species don't like each other. But on top of that, even within the beast realm itself, there's actual racism rather than fantasy racism. Like in the realm of the beasts, there is racism towards lizard folk and fishmen, which would be equivalent to racism towards Mexicans or blacks. Which I love that it wasn't just the fantasy racism of, we can't have actual skin color racism because that makes people uncomfortable, which it does make people uncomfortable, but that's also kind of the point. But them having the whole species racism thing actually parallels way better with true life racism, because at that, not only can beastmen breed with each other no matter the race, there's very clearly a weird hierarchy system of which species are above the others. And I actually like that a lot because it adds an extra layer to the normal racism plot. And the other theme of this anime is accepting who you are, because a lot of this it's once again just because there's a whole lot of racism and like bashing down on people who aren't like you. People have to like switch up how they view themselves to try to fit into a society that is outdated as fuck. Which the husband of the main character, the Beast King, who was given the name Leonhardt by the actual main character, Setafi, something like that. God damn it, I'm not good with names. I'm sorry, but I love it. Yeah, the Beast King is trying to like help bridge the gap between not only the species of the beast kind, but also between beast kind and humanity. The start of it being, one, he himself is half human and he doesn't know the origins of birth. He just knows that every full moon, when the miasma in his realm dissipates, he becomes a normal person with horns, but still a normal human person. He doesn't have any powers or anything. And basically there's this tradition where every so often, like every few months or whatever the fuck, not a few months, it has to be like a year or so or something like that. I don't know what the time period is, but basically there's a thing of sacrificing young women to the Beast King. And due to when it happens, when he does not have his normal body, he's never devoured any of the sacrifices. He's actually made a secret passage where he allows the young women to escape back to the human realm. And because he is human at that point, he basically cuts his arms to allow blood to splatter everywhere. So, as far as everyone knows, he has been eating the sacrifices, even though he never has. However, what makes him fall in love with Sadafi, the main character, is the fact that she is accepted so long ago that she was just a sacrifice because she happened to hear her shit parents talking about how she was literally being raised as a sacrifice. Her name even literally means sacrifice. She literally doesn't have fear of any of the beastmen at all. She does not give a fuck. And that, not only that, but she always sees through people. Like, she sees their motives for what they are. She just has that natural talent. And that makes him, like, spin with her. So, when he goes to, like, do his normal thing of, hey, go the fuck away, you're free to go, I'm not gonna eat you. She's like, no, I don't have any reason to, and I know you're a kind person. I kind of knew you weren't gonna kill me anyways. And basically, there's this, he has so many, like, one-liners that are like, holy fuck, I need to take notes. Like, he says, like, when he hugs her, she says, no, I have nowhere to go, just do whatever you want with me. So he basically hugs her and he goes, I have devoured you. From now until the end of time, you are mine. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh, fuck. He has so many lines like that, too, where it's just like, he says them and his dub voice actor just... Speaking of which, yes, I am a dub watcher, but that's because reading is annoying, so that's why I watch dub. Not because I think it's superior, I just don't like reading when I watch. I want to actually pay attention to what the fuck's happening on screen. That's why I watch it. Also, it's not like the 90s, where a good dub was few and far between. Like, 9 out of 10 dubs are actually really fucking good. Y'all are just prudes. And yeah, basically, the first part of the series is them, like, truly realizing that the other person does truly care for them. And then the second part of the series is them coming to terms with what it means to be a royal couple, a king and queen of the Beast Realm. And obviously that is extremely complicated, as Sacrificial is a human. And as I've depicted, there is fuck tons of racism in this world. She is not accepted at all for the longest time by 99.9% of the population. She's accepted for the first, 10 episodes by 4 people. And 2 of those 4 people are the same character. It'll make sense if you watch it. And basically, it's a it's such a good romance story of what love means, what it means to care for each other, what it means to accept one another, and also what does it mean to accept yourself and not view yourself how others want to see you. It's such a good show, dude. Honestly, after finishing it, it's easily in one of my top 10s. It is in my top 10 shows that I have watched. Hands down, not even close. It is definitely in the top 10. Where in the top 10? I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. Definitely not 10 and definitely not above 3, but it is definitely in there. Because, once again, I'm a really broken record about this, because I don't want to give away plot points. I want you to watch this yourself. But, once again, it handles the racism really, really well. It handles the romance really, really well, with 0 fan service. There is no fan service in this show. However, the main character is 15, so that might steady your mileage, depending. But once again, no fan service, so it doesn't make it too uncomfortable. But she is 15. And also, friendship too. What does it mean to be a friend? It does that really, really well too. It's all so great. I love it. I love it. I'm getting myself to not talk too much about Sacrificial Princess and Beast King, because as much as I want to talk in depth about crap that happens in the actual show, I don't want to give away too much. I'm trying to think of examples that I could say that aren't spoil points, that won't give away a huge plot device that you would want to try to figure out yourself before it happens. I think the closest I can think of that is important, but also will let you get away with it, is at one point, the right-hand man, the Chancellor of the Beast King, basically, because he doesn't like the king trying to get a human wife, a human queen, he sends out requests to all the countries, the nations of the Beast Realm, to send potential wives and concubines for the king. He does not fucking care. He wants Sacrificial. Period. However, Sacrificial wants to at least have him hear them out. I mean, they've already been sent here. You can't just throw them away now. And I don't remember why, but they end up having a small little fight. So Sacrificial ends up sleeping with one of not sleeping with, sleeping in the room of one of the servants. It's not romantic at all. It's not any kind of cheating. Not at all. I need to emphasize that enough. It is just, she doesn't want to sleep in the king's room, so she's sleeping in someone else's room. But with that, the king gets a visitor in the middle of the night, who is one of the potential wives/concubines. And basically she tries to seduce him, and Sacrificial, who he was hoping to have come to the room, ends up listening in on what she's talking. And she gets so flustered and angry that she bursts open the door and goes, "No!" Gets embarrassed and runs off. And basically, the fucking king, the Chad Leonhardt, just goes, "Look here. Because of you, the person I was hoping to come in my room when I dropped the wards didn't, or just ran off. Get the fuck out of my sight before I fucking kill you." And it's like, yes, you be reliable to your woman. It, so much of that is, it's so fucking cute. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. But I think I'm gonna end it right there because I don't want to give too much away for this, for specifically Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King, because oh my god, it's so good and I want you to watch it. Please watch the show. Out of all three of them, Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King is the one I recommend the highest because its quality is consistent throughout the entire anime. And it is a better romance story with better racism plot than Chill Life. As well as it has the added thing of accepting who you are, which Mystreet does also have, but still. And I don't just want to talk in circles about the same shit I've been saying this entire time, because I don't want to give away plot points. So with that, if you enjoyed yourself, I hope you can leave a like. And if you would like to see more content, please subscribe. I'll eventually have this outro line down. It's getting there. But anyways, I hope you have a very lovely day. Goodbye.